The live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hey everybody, welcome. It is time, y'all. It is time for Rhonda's Room Over the Top TV, and wait till you see who I got tonight. And I got a surprise for you tonight. Tonight I got somebody joining me who's going to be a co-host. You heard about him last time, so we got lots going on tonight. I want to welcome everybody, and man, I'm telling you, if you can sit still for 1 minute, you're going to want to tune in right now and share this with everybody, because my guest tonight is Carol Riddick, and she is an incredible, sultry, sassy, sexy jazz singer, songwriter, and she is here with us tonight live up close and personal. She's going to be singing a little something, maybe dropping a video, and I'm telling you, you are definitely going to want to chill out. She's in Philadelphia. It's raining there right now, so the atmosphere is already set, because you can't have no jazz without rain, right? And tonight, I want to also let everybody know, if you're watching us on Facebook, to go ahead and, so if you want to comment, okay, we see Virginia is watching. Hey, Virginia. Hey, girl, go ahead and comment, and I will bring your comments up on screen. Share this with everybody. But right now, I am going to bring on my brand new co-host. Y'all know him as Joey, and AKA Birdman. How are you doing, Joey?
Hey, Rhonda, what's going on, everybody? I am so delighted to be on Rhonda's Room. One of my favorite shows. I can't believe it. I'm like, I went from being a spectator and now I'm co-hosting. This is like wonderful. Thank you for having me on, Rhonda.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Now tell everybody just a little bit. Now you're called Birdman, and you have your own radio show.
Yes.
So just and I had to make you a co-host, because all these incredible guests lately that I've been getting, all of these influential people, your Sarah Dashes, your Teray Gordons, your Carol Riddicks, have all come from you. So I was like, you know what? We need to make you a co-host, because I would not know these people if it wasn't for you. And I don't want anyone to get it twisted that I know all these people. I am blessed to be making friends with them because of you. So it was only suiting and fitting to bring you on as a co-host.
Oh, Rhonda, listen, thank you so much. Listen, I am so appreciative of all of that. But like you know, I'm a very down-to-earth, for real person. The water you hear in the background is not a shower. That's the rain is pouring
It's
where I'm
storming.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pouring down. So no, Rhonda. Any friend of mine, I do whatever I can to assist them, to help them to strive to be great. That's my motto. Do it well, do it in excellence, and don't do it at all. So anytime I can help a friend, I'm going to make sure that I'm coming with both barrels loaded, so
Yeah.
they can see, hey, I'm not playing.
No,
I'm
you're
bringing
not.
everything. I'm
Joey
bringing
is
everything
for
to you
real.
to let you know that we're going to make everything a success, because what you do for other people is a reflection of you. So, you want to bring
Absolutely.
people great things so they can look at you in a great way to say, wow, he's really a down to earth, for real person. And
Yeah.
I'm honored to be here, Rhonda. I am
Thank
totally
you. I'm
honored.
so excited about
Yes,
our
we were having a good
collaboration.
time.
Yay!
Yes,
I'm so excited. And yeah, everybody's loving it too. Virginia's even saying, way to give props and everything. April is watching. April Wynn Morrison. All right.
Hello,
So
April. Hello.
without
Yes.
further ado, let's bring the guest of honor
Yes.
on, Miss Carol Riddick. So I'm going to let you introduce her, since you and her go way back. So I'm going to let you introduce Carol and bring her on. So bring her on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rhonda's Room, and I'm the co-host Birdman with the beautiful, illustrious Rhonda. We're going to bring on the vivacious, talented, hail from Philly, my good friend. We go way, way, way back, South Philly style, Miss the incomparable Miss Carol Riddick. Everybody, put your hands together for Carol Riddick.
Yes. Welcome, Carol. Welcome. Hey, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful, and hello, handsome sir. Oh my goodness. You know what, Rhonda? Thank you. Again, I know I told you before, but thank you so much for having me as a guest. I'm so happy to be here. Listen, this is my thunderstorm leg.
That's awesome. It's such a pleasure. And when I started researching you and looking at everything, and Joey said, "Oh yeah, pull up Will Downing and Carol, pull up this and this." I'm like, "Get out of here!" And then I started, even when I went to go make the Facebook story, I was looking for a song that would sound jazzy, and I didn't realize that you are legit on there. If you put your name in, all your songs come up. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have to try to pretend anything. And it was all these things. So I was listening to them, and man, it is such an honor to have you here. And I'm so glad. And we've been talking for a couple of weeks, and just to be able to call you my friend as well. I mean, we've hit it off ever since then. And I'm just really looking forward to all that we're going to do together. And I'm just so honored to have you here as my guest tonight. So tonight is all about you and your story and what you're doing, where you come from, where you hail from, showing how Philly gets it done. And so we are celebrating you this evening.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? As I'm born and raised in South Philadelphia, and hello to Virginia and April and everybody else that is spending some time with us, because I'm enjoying your company. Just knowing that you're there, it just feels good on a rainy night, just to have some company and some good conversation. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
We all got the jazz going. I got the candles. Y'all got the storm. Y'all got the thunderstorm, and you got the voice. So we got a mix here. Perfect for jazz, a perfect night.
So let me see. You were talking about my start, right? You were asking me about my start.
Yeah. How did you get into singing? When did you know that you were a singer? How did you develop your love of singing?
You say your passion knows you before you. I am a firm and true believer of that. And as a little girl, I would always sing. When you're a kid, you don't identify it as anything. You just do what you love to do. You do what you like to do. If the law allows. And so I would always sing. My mother loved one genre. My cousin loved another genre. My uncle loved another genre. So I was, you know, I had experiences with different genres of music, but I loved it all. And I would sing around the house, and my family, you know, wherever I went, and my family would say, "Somebody shut this child up, please. Somebody shut this child up." So I never took it seriously. I never thought that I really did have a voice until my teenage years. Yeah, I was a teenager when we had taken a trip to Great Adventure. My family did, and I
know Great Adventure. Yeah.
Yes. So they had this little booth or what have you, a vendor that had a booth, and you could sing to a song, and I sang "The Greatest Love of All," and they give you a cassette. They would give you a cassette.
Yes.
So I brought the cassette back onto the family bus, and you know, they were teasing me like, "What is this? What is this?" Put it in. And they said, "That is you? Is that you?" So that was the first kind of like the first little bit of support from my family. But again, they had no clue that I had a love of music the way that I did until I actually started pursuing it even more.
Awesome. Well, Virginia is waiting. She's saying, "I love music and jazz is my favorite." Mine too, Virginia, piano jazz especially. And I like that spoken word, soft, sultry jazz singing. And she says she cannot wait to listen to your music, Carol. So you're going to have to drink you some lemon or something, just some lemon water. You're getting put on the spot now. If nobody else, you got to sing for Virginia tonight. But we'll play your video ahead of time and, you know, get it, you know, going and get the vibe going. Now, when you were growing up, who were some of the people that influenced you?
Vocally, Nancy Wilson has always been the epitome of femininity to me. I think she is phenomenal. But vocally, there was Nancy Wilson, there was Dinah Washington, there was Patti LaBelle, there was Gladys Knight, of course. And those were the women that I listened to growing up, and whose phrasing I really drew me in the most, because it was all about the message and their phrasing for me. And that was again, I listened to different genres. So when I started working, I didn't immediately begin working in the genre of jazz. I started working in hip hop, actually. And then yes, oh my goodness, yes, Etta James. Oh yes. And, but I moved on to so I went from working with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That was my first professional gig.
Get out of here.
I did. I did. My first tour was a 10 rap group tour. It was a tour of the country with 10 rap groups, inclusive of Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That was my very first tour. And then, of course, I went on to do more work in hip hop singing, you know, working in the studio. Then I moved on to R&B. And then I worked with Les Nubian, the French artists, Jill Scott, Music Soul Child, Anthony Hamilton, and then I moved on to jazz. I moved on with love of each genre. And quite honestly, I've been blessed tremendously that I've been able to work in each one of those genres.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I don't take it like
yeah, to cross genres. That's incredible. Now, Joey, you were telling me you guys go way back. So tell us how long you and Carol have known each other. How did you come together?
Me and Carol go way back to the 80s. Carol went to school with my cousin Janelle. And her and Janelle were very, very good friends. Rest in peace, my cousin Janelle. She passed away. But her and Carol were very, very close. Carol knows my whole entire family, especially on my father's side, the Parham side of the family. But I remember Carol because I also remember Carol because some of my Italian friends, she used to sing at a lot of the Catholic school dances. And she would sing, one of my friends' name was Joey Nelson. He said, "You gotta hear Carol sing Centipede." And Centipede by Riddick Jackson. And Carol would tear it up, Rhonda.
Wow.
When I say Carol would tear it up,
You said
Carol,
Catholic school. I thought you were going to say Ave Maria because I'm Italian. I was brought up Catholic.
I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure she could tear that up too. But a Centipede by Rhonda Jackson, and I heard it with my own ears. When I say Carol, she don't sing, she sang. Like tears the house down.
Yeah.
So that's my greatest memory of Carol. And this is back, and I'm saying 1986, 87.
Yep.
This is, I'm talking about those times.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that just made me laugh. What a memory, Joe.
Yes,
he was like incredible, right?
Yes, and that's when the snake was out and everybody was doing the snake.
Listen, Centipede
I remember that. Now, see, I was DJing at that time, so yeah, Centipede, that was one of my go-to mixes and stuff like that, you know. So I remember that. Okay,
this one was hot.
It was. So what was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Rhonda, I was like, and she wore it out. I mean, she really wore it out. I mean, Rhonda Jackson should have called her.
No.
Wow. So what was it like, Carol, for you? You grew up seeing these women, you know, and admiring your Gladys Knights, your Patti LaBelles, and then you shared a stage with them. You have sung with Gladys, you said Patti, with Frankie Beverly and Maze, Kim, Will Downing. I mean, what is that like to live that in person? These people you grew up admiring so much.
You know, the funny thing for me is when I'm in the midst of the experience itself, I'm so deep into work mode and wanting to, to serve my full purpose. It's not until after the experience that it actually hits me. Yeah. Do you know what just happened? Yeah. Do you know who that was? I'm home by this point. After the gig is over, work and everything is done, and I'm home. And I'm saying, you know what you just did? Do you know? But honestly, it's euphoric because I respect highly and admire all of those individuals. And it like I said, I do not take lightly the blessing that I have and the blessings that I have experienced, because I have really had some once in a lifetime experiences with so many incredible individuals. So I don't take it lightly at all. No.
That's awesome. Now, what are some of your favorite moments on or off stage?
One in particular. So I was, it was the day before I was going to perform at the Capitol Jazz Festival with Will Downing. And it was a huge event. There were a lot of artists coming in. And it was so monumental for me that day because Angela Bofill was there. And I love her. Love. I love her. That was one experience. Another experience is that on the same day, I got to meet. So I had performed in Washington, D.C. at the Warner Theater, and I was doing a tribute to Dd Bridgewater. And I was singing Home from The Wiz, and I think of home. And Whitney Houston started the standing ovation for me. She jumped out when I finished singing. I've got to meet her. I want to meet her. And,
oh my gosh.
So meeting her and Bobby that day. And my third would have to have been when I met Nancy Wilson. Well, no.
You met. Wow.
Do you know what I have? I have so many stories, but okay.
That's okay. Share them. This is about you.
Stevie Wonder, whom I, again, love and adore as well. I was at an after party, and I sang at the piano with Natalie Cole. We sang Inseparable together, and that was fun. And then I walked over, and Bernard Bell, who is Regina Bell's brother, we were supposed to work together. We were supposed to be doing some work together. And he said, "Oh, let me introduce you to somebody. I want you to to meet a friend of mine." So he takes me to Stevie Wonder. And he says, "Stevie, this is my girl. This is my girl. This is a friend of mine. I want you to meet her. I want you to know her." So Stevie says, "Well, come on, let's take a picture together. Let's take a picture." So I'm in between the two of them, and Stevie says, "Stop looking at my girl. I see you looking at my girl. I see you. I see you." I was standing between the two of them, like I had no idea if that was my introduction to the humor of Stevie Wonder, because I had no idea he was such a.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Virginia is asking, she answered it. She says, "Do you ever sing in DC?" And then as you were speaking, she said, "Well, that answered her question." So
I've done City Winery, I've done Blues Alley, Warner Theater. Yes.
Have you come to Atlanta at all?
Yes. With Chastain Park.
Yeah. When are you coming to Atlanta again?
Well, now that the world is, trying to pull its pieces back together, I'm going to see where, because I have to be honest with you, I have not gotten back on a plane just yet.
Wow.
I've been hesitant, because we're still
drive. Ain't nothing but a 12 and a half hour drive. I go from Georgia to Philly all the time. It's 12 and a half hours if you don't stop.
You better let me know when you come to Philly. You better let me know. No, you're right, because I've done it too. I have driven. So that's been, that's what I've been thinking of doing as of late, driving. So
yeah, be a nice road trip, just start in the beginning of the day. But you got to come to Atlanta, because me and Joey were trying to plan, because his birthday's coming up in June, but mine is coming up in July. Well, his birthday's sooner than mine, but in July, I'll be 55. And so I'm trying to do like this big thing with artists and all kinds. And I would love for you to come to Atlanta. Make your way July 9th, the weekend of July 9th, get your courage up, Carol. You can do it. You can do it.
Rhonda, if she comes, I'll ride with her. I'll ride with her.
You got a road buddy right there. You don't need to come on. Yeah. Pick up Sarah on the way. Aunt Sarah, she's in New Jersey. Pick her up on the way. We'll fly Chucky in from Vegas, and see if Teray's in the area again. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Teresa.
Checking in.
Hi. Oh my God. Oh, see that?
She says your voice is amazing. You're such a nice person. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying Teresa was coming on, but yeah, I would love for you to make your way this way. Now, what I would like to do, because this hour is already flying. Okay, we're already almost halfway through. Can you believe it? I want to play your video, the one that you sent me.
Yes. So, okay.
And then we can, come back in, and you can let me know if you feel like singing something before we, we'll find out what you got going on, how people get in touch with you, and some of the stories on the road or in the music business or whatever it is that you want to share with us this evening, because this is all about you. This is celebrating Riddick and all that you have contributed to music. So yes, I cannot wait for everyone to see this video. It'll just take me 2 seconds to share it. So give me 1 second. And I always have to remember to hit share audio. All right, so this is your song, Love Like I've Never Been Hurt Before. So do you want to say something about this before I bring it on? Carol?
Sure, absolutely. I had the pleasure of being the canvas of Rosie Bonds, another Philadelphia a phenomenal artist and writer. And this song is about, knowing who you are, knowing that you're worthy of love, and growing into who you are after that hurt.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me put this on full screen. Here we go.
So many times I tried to love, so many times I failed it. I should put blame to her from my past. I couldn't let go of it. In the flying of the road, but I'm traveling on again. It's my own pain, it's my new joy, for the love that like I never been hurt before. I wanna give, 'cause I know I can give so much more. I wanna try, close my eyes and just open that door. I wanna love like I've never been hurt before. I wanna walk in the love blindly, with no fear or concern what the end is gonna be. I wanna jump off that cliff, head first, just dive in, screaming love, not just surviving. I wanna go back to being naive. Anything he says, I can believe. I want his heart and his mind, which trust can lie. I'm gonna make us like love, like I've never been hurt before. I wanna give, 'cause I know I can give so much more. I wanna trust, lose my eyes, just open that door. I wanna love like I've never been hurt before. If I love like I've never been hurt before, I'll be able to bring so much more. Face my fears and just open that door. I was remember nothing but the pain in my past. I move on to love again. I wanna give, 'cause I know I can give so much more. I wanna trust, lose my eyes and just open that door. I wanna love like I've never been hurt before. I wanna love like I've never been hurt.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Thank you.
Incredible. Incredible. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Rick.
I agree. She's like, everybody's talking fire. You looking fab too. And girl, how'd you walk in those heels in those sticks and leaves and stuff? I saw that. Yeah, everybody was loving it. April saying you're amazing. Virginia said you better work, girl. Yeah, beautiful.
No, that means so much.
Beautiful.
So much. Thank you. It really does.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. So what do you have coming up as far as, musically? Do you have any shows or anything coming up soon?
Yeah, well, actually, yes. So I have to tell them because I don't have anything in the Philadelphia area coming up. But yes, I know Deborah. Yeah, I love Deborah. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But yeah, so I'm currently working with Gerald Beasley, who's a jazz bassist, a world-renowned jazz bassist. Yeah, so we have been recording the Nina Simone project. We're doing a tribute to Nina Simone. So we've been performing it, but he said, you know what? I think we should just record it because we've been having so much fun with it. So that's what we're doing now. We're recording it. That's what we're doing.
When is that going to be?
I don't know when it's going to be released, but the project is near completion. So we're almost done recording it. Yeah, we're almost done recording it, but we're still, we've been.
Well, hey, if you want to bring him on one time, when you're getting ready to release it, and do like a promo to drop it and let everybody know, man, we will get all your friends on here with you, and we can even do a live event on this. If y'all want to perform, like if you're in the studio and you want to do a thing here, we can record that. I can capture that live in studio as well. So yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff.
I would love
bring all your friends.
I would love that. I would love that. Oh, it's all over. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it everywhere. Everywhere you buy your music, you can find it.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, April. Yes, I'm still not, found it though. I've still not been able to love like I've never been hurt before, but there's still hope.
All right, it's coming. It's coming. I'm I've got two under the belt, so the third one's gonna be the charm. That's what the third time is gonna be the charm.
I hear that. The third one, I hear that. I know that's right.
But
I know that's right.
So Joey,
yes.
Have you seen Carol in person, like singing at her
events?
Oh my
God, yes. Like yes, far as from back in the day, from her high school days, yes. But I'm saying live as a entertainer, we had mutual friends. We had a mutual friend named Keith. We had a mutual friend named Keith. He used to dance for Boys II Men. And he used to dance for Boys II Men. So we're connected in a whole lot of ways. But I've been to a lot of Carol's shows and I've seen her live. We talk on the phone. Like I tell you, Rhonda. So most of the people that I kind of introduce you to, like we're more than Facebook friends. We're friends. We're friends.
Yeah.
I mean, personal telephone number type of friends. Not I gotta wait for her to inbox
me, Carol, and I gotta know better. Like if my phone rings and it's Joey, I have learned I have to pick up the phone because it's like, Rhonda, I got so and so on the phone. I'm like, wait, who? What? And he calls with people on the phone already. So I've learned if my phone rings and I see Joey's name, I am like running to get my phone because no telling who he's got on the phone. Matter of fact, I think he did that with me and you. He's like, hey, I got Carol on the phone, Carol Riddick. I'm like, what? Okay.
That's so true. That is so Joey. That is so Joey. That is so him.
Absolutely. Now I got to ask you this because when I'm looking at all your stuff and I was putting all your flyers together, like to make your flyer, and I'm looking through all your pictures, you are so gorgeous on stage. I mean, the outfits you wear, the everything. Who dresses you? I mean, it is.
Wow.
I love your style because I got some hips on me too. And I got some thighs. I'm like, okay, I need to get a jumpsuit with those split legs, just like you. That green thing you had. I'm like, I need to find out where you got that from. I have a hard time finding stuff because we got the luscious here. You can't put the luscious in a size 5. It just
Rhonda, you don't know what you are doing for my life right now. Thank you so much. Thank you for that compliment because you are all I have is hips and thighs. And after COVID, I got a little fluff too. So
I do too. And you know what? That little pooch, but that's okay. It's okay.
But I will tell you this because at first, so they're between two gentlemen that I go to. Is if it's not Kevin Michael, who's in Philadelphia, it's Jay Pratt. Okay. Between those two gentlemen, they find me everything, and Jay Pratt will even make some things for you if he cannot find it or if he's not selling it in his own store.
Wow.
And men, he has men, he has stuff for men as well. So Joey, you might find something. You probably already know Jay.
Joey dresses like Joey comes out fur coats and stuff.
And Rhonda, Carol knew because my father was a custom tailor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he made all my clothes anyway. So it was Carol knows my father's people. They're known for dressing, even though this show is about Carol, not me, y'all. But
I share the spotlight. I have no problem. Well,
I need to make friends with your designer friends because I can't find nothing to fit me the right way. And I was looking, I was like, oh my gosh, everything you wear is just number one. What I love about it is it's so feminine. It's so soft. It's so elegant. It's not slutty. It's not, but it's sexy. But it's like grown ass woman sexy, not 20 trying to be 20 something. Okay. And it's got this air of sophistication, but sexy. I mean, those slits went all the way up to your hips. And I was like, okay, Carol. Okay.
Wait, let me tell you, there's a story with that outfit. So I was running to that night. I had opened for Mars Day in the Time. We had a show in New Jersey.
Oh, I just watched Purple Rain the other day.
I love Prince. And we were doing this tribute to Prince. And I said, I don't know. I wasn't feeling comfortable. I did not feel completely comfortable with the outfit that I had. It was something I'd put together myself. So it was not a Kevin Michael or a J Prep boutique special. So I did not feel comfortable. And I was leaving. There was a boutique that used to be here in Philadelphia on South Street. I don't even know the name of it because it was gone. It was there and gone. I think the only purpose was for me to find this outfit. And I ran in, saw that. I said, oh, that's cute. I could wear that. Well, let me tell you, I did not know the slits. I did not know the slits were as long as they were. I thought it was a full pant leg. Like I was like, oh, that is so pretty. It's sheer and it had an underbone.
Big wide legs. It's gorgeous.
When I put that outfit on, I walked and I had no more time because this is what I brought with me. So I walked onto that stage. I said, okay, I will have you all know that I am not advertising any of this. Okay, this is false advertisement, what you see, because this right here is exclusive. This is not for everybody. But
awesome.
I loved it. I loved that. It felt. Thank you,
yes.
thank you,
Virginia. You owned it. Yes.
When I tell you though, because I've always been self-conscious of my size and my weight and my build, and I will say that jumpsuit made me feel. It made me feel so comfortable and feminine and pretty, and it did. So, yeah.
Now that brings up a good topic, and this is a great segue. So what have you had to deal with in entertainment and in singing, with your, what kind of things have you had to deal with? What were some like troublesome things that you've had to come through that people might not know about?
For me, it's not been so much what other people have imposed, because my mother was Riddick and she never stood for that. She would not have that. But it was about how, my perception of myself and how I feel. And, when I was younger, in my 20s, I was signed to Motown. And when I was signed to Motown, they'd hired a trainer for me, and they were really, 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 really sticklers about my weight. And at the time, I was a size 6, but they wanted me smaller. And it was a lot to deal with mentally, physically, because I've never had an issue. I did not have an issue prior to then. With regard to how I look like my family. So I was happy, I look like my people from where I come. So I was happy with that. But I began to feel self-conscious, and I must say it's something that I have maintained, feeling self-conscious about my size, my build, my weight, because for the industry, everything is physical. It's about what you look like, and so that's always been a challenge for me. I will say that it's less of a challenge now as I've gotten older than it once was, but it is still a challenge. This industry. This industry puts a lot of pressure on what you look like.
Yeah. And, Virginia's got a whole bunch of comments, and I'm going to bring them up in a second here, but that's so relevant what you're saying, because like the industry makes the pressure, whether it's music or whether it's society, period, they have their version of what beautiful is. But the thing is everybody doesn't fit into that, and we have to, as women, and especially, we have to come to terms with our own body and see our beauty, and we have to be able to look at ourselves and love every lump, every bump, every dimple, every faux pas, every little thing that we got. And it doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself and you're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna let myself go and this is me. No, but as you do get older, or not everybody is the same size. I'm never gonna be a size 2, but I struggle with myself.
I'm sorry to have interjected. I have to be honest with you. I have no desire to be a size 2. I have no desire. I will never forget, a friend of mine said, well, even a dog likes meat on a bone, and there's so much truth to that. But and that was a part of my challenge, because I made the statement saying, I don't want to be that small. I have no desire to be that small. I was fine with my build the way it was, before the restrictions were imposed. But now, we're living in this world where so much emphasis is put on your physical appearance. Yeah. So much. And I will say, like I said, it is better now. It has gotten better, because we are in a new world. It has gotten better. It's gotten much better than it was, but we're still now we're getting pressure for women in our age group, in our demographic. Yeah. I don't want to be out there naked in a bikini.
Exactly.
That's not for me.
Right. Virginia said you need to come to her. Now, Virginia is an incredible photographer. And we'll share too. And I do photography and stuff too. But Virginia is like a celebrity photographer. So she's like, you need to come to her for a photo shoot. She is in California, girl. You need to go out to LA and get you some sun. Yes. And she's saying it's a new industry. Let's break the mold. She's like, Joey's after, like, yes, meat on the bone, please. So Joey, coming from a man's point of view, do you like meat on the bones?
Oh, oh my God! Listen, this is the first time I've been asked that. Listen, I like, I'm a spirit person. I mean, of course, everybody likes what people looks like or whatever, but I'm more or less, I like your spirit and your attitude. But I'm not one of those people that you got to be this size, you got to look like that, you got to be that. I deal with the personality, and that takes me from there. And to Virginia, she sent me a friend request, and tell her I'm going to accept it. It's it's showtime, and I didn't want to go fiddling with the phone and not pay attention to the show, but I do see it.
All right, well, she's in DC right now, but we all got to connect with Virginia. All right, we're already winding down here. We got about 17 minutes or so left. I can't believe it. It's gone this quickly. Wow. So I don't know. I mean, do you feel like singing a little something, Carol? Or, what would you like?
There was a song that I wrote some years ago called Brown Eyed Girl. And it was, again, about having one of those moments of reflection, sometimes you check yourself, sometimes you talk to yourself, and you let yourself know that, I am worthy. So this particular song is from Where That Came.
Okay.
And goes like this. Most people, they don't know who they are. Most people, they don't know who they want to be. Most people, they don't know the strength they have inside, and they lose themselves because of things that they see. Well, I know who I am. I'm just a bright-eyed girl. So that was a little snippet.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Awesome. Everybody there loving this show. All right. Okay, we got Virginia in her feelings. Come on, sing, she said. That is awesome. What I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna find another video. Give me a video on YouTube, another video, so I can bring give me a song.
The one with Will Downing, Nothing Has Ever Felt.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
So
my God, Rhonda, pull that one up with her and Will, because she tears that up. She does Rachel Farrell's part.
You guys talk for a minute, because I'm gonna look for that video. So co-host Joey, take over. Let me find this video.
I did have. Joey was talking about the pleasure that I had of working with the man of sophisticated soul, Mr. Goodbar. What do they call him, Mr. Goodbar? What do they call Will? I forgot. Will Downing. I worked with Will Downing. Yes, and we used to perform the duet that he and Rochelle Farrell are famous for doing. Nothing Has Ever Felt. It was
I found it.
It was, oh my goodness.
Awesome. I didn't mean to cut you off. I found it. I didn't realize the thing was on here. I didn't mean to.
No.
All right. So we're going to pull up Will Downing. So tell us about this. This is a live version. So tell us what was going down in this one.
I don't even know which one that is, but it was more than likely.
We'll see it in a minute. Okay. So let's share it and let's see what we got.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's like 5 minutes long, so it says Will Downing and Carol.
Sing, Carol, sing.
All right. So is this the one?
Where was that?
Do you want me to play this one, or do you want me to play a different one? Like this is the one that says. Okay, here, I'll just get it started. Or we got South Kitchen, too. Awesome. I've cut it off because I know we're gonna have to wrap up because the song keeps going. But man, what was that like? That seemed like y'all had a vibe going for real on stage. You could feel the heat between y'all.
When we used to have so much fun performing that song. Like every single time we performed it, it was like the first time. It really did feel that way because it was so much fun. And I don't know if you know Will personally, but he is such a comedian. He has a wonderful personality. So it was wonderful.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. How do people get in touch with you and follow you on social media, Carol?
Oh, I am on Instagram, Carol_Riddick, CAROL_RIDDICK. Also on Twitter with the same handle. I'm on Facebook under Carol Riddick fan page. I have two pages, Carol Riddick fan page and carolriddick.vocalist. But I'm on all of them. So I'm on all of them.
All right. And you also have your link tree.
Yes. So on my link tree is everything. It's everything Carol Riddick, all of the facets of Carol Riddick. My music, my podcast, my photos, my merch, everything is on there.
Wonderful. Now, if somebody wants to book you, how do they reach you to book you or have you come perform and stuff like that for them?
They can call Walt Reeder Jr. at 215-517-7881 at Big Block Entertainment. Or they could just go to Big Block Entertainment on the internet. And
awesome. Yeah. Well, before we leave, Carol, what would you say to people that are trying to truly make a difference in singing now in the industry? How, and especially our young ladies, okay, with their dress and everything, like, what would you say to the ladies now that are really trying to sing and make a presence for themselves to stand out and to stand the test of time, to cross genres like you have?
The first thing I would say is to remain faithful. Remain faithful. God is amazing. In case you don't know, make sure you create. If you don't already have one, create your relationship with God. Maintain that relationship with God. Remain faithful, because that is what is going to help you to maintain and sustain as you are trying to maneuver this business. Be your unapologetic self. Nobody can be a better you than you can. Be your unapologetic self while remaining faithful, but also maintain your integrity, because that is exactly what will help you to navigate, to maneuver this industry. When you maintain your integrity, that commands and demands respect for you as a woman, as a human being, as a person in this industry. So remain faithful, remain steadfast, and remain your unapologetic self.
All right. I love it. And for the women that, hey, they may not be a size 2.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, and we know that, I talk about it because it's a challenge for me, because, sometimes I do want to look differently, but most times I don't. I'm good with Caroline. I'm good with her.
Right. And that's the most important thing, is because how we see ourselves and what we say to ourselves is, the way we see the world and how we show up in it, and it's the filter that we see out of everything. And the thing is you're with you more than anybody. So you're talking to yourself more than anybody else is. So, take some time and be kind to ourselves and, love on ourselves. And, I'm doing this thing coming up now, Mocha Mental Magic. I was telling you about before, June 26th, it's self-care. And everybody's going to be having different topics about self-care. There's going to be 9 speakers. But self-care is so important because it's a lifestyle and it has to be part of who you are. And, you got to do it for you, not to fit into a mold, not to get the guy, not to get the girl, not to get the part. You got to do it for you to be happy and healthy and strong for yourself, because that's what's going to carry you through.
That is so, so true, Rhonda. I could not have said it better myself. It took me a long time to get there, though. So
yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah. I'm finally now, as July, I'll be 55. I'm finally now, and I would say, yes, I would say in the last 5-6 years, I have finally gotten to the point where I always thought I was pretty, but I didn't believe I was beautiful because I wasn't a certain size or my teeth were messed up. And I'm finally getting to that place now where I feel beautiful and I can see myself as beautiful. And that's really important. And accepting yourself, no matter what size you are, no matter what you look like, I'm not supposed to look like you. You're not supposed to look like me.
Right.
And yes. And so there's no reason to compete. There's no reason to kill myself trying to be something that God didn't make me to be.
You are so right. Oh, you're so right, Rhonda.
But I have truly enjoyed this. And Joey, aka Birdman. All right. Thank you so
glad
much
to be here.
I'm host.
Yeah, Rhonda, you just don't know. I talked to Carol about it. I am so honored to be here.
He sure did tell me.
It is such a pleasure. It is such a pleasure. And everybody, please share this and, book Carol. We need to get her back on the plane. We need to get her out of Philly or go to Philly and get something going. And follow her fan pages, follow, everything that she's got coming up, and keep tuning in here. I've got a YouTube page, which is Rhonda's Room, on YouTube, Rhonda's Room, TV. No, is it just Rhonda's Room? Oh my God, what the heck is my page? Jesus, God, wait a minute. Just Rhonda's Room. Okay, it's just Rhonda's Room. Jesus, I got too many pages. But it's got the 2 red R's and a black and white picture. I think I have 65 subscribers. I need 100 subscribers so I can get my unique name, and so we can keep bringing you more people like this. But you guys like, subscribe, share, follow us, share this video. And if you want to be on the show here, you can always send me an email to, Rhonda's Room radio show @gmail.com if you want to be a guest on the show, and we will get you on. So Carol, if you want to take us out with anything, you want to hum a little something, just whatever's on your heart. We got about 2.5 minutes left, just whatever. If you want to sing, if you want to talk, if you just want to hum.
Well, I do want to say thank you. I definitely want to do that. I want to say thank you to you again for sharing your platform with me and to Joey Birdman. Thank you for the introduction to Rhonda, because I just love her pieces. So thank you for the introduction, and to everybody that shared some time and some energy and some attention with us tonight. Thank you. And I hope I'm thanking on behalf of all 3 of us, because this has just, I would have been here in my home listening to this thunderstorm. And I don't know about you, but sometimes that can really affect you, in a way that you don't want it to do. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I got to spend this time with you guys tonight, just sitting here talking about life and talking about, everything that we're dealing with. And I will say this. Thank you again, Rhonda, for the reminder to pay some attention to ourselves, because the one thing, if I can say I walked away with one thing from this crisis through which we've been living, the pandemic, it's about self-care, about self-love, and appreciating what I call the still, So I will say Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you for that
Oh, it's
reminder.
my pleasure. It is my pleasure. Well, everybody, thank you so much tonight. And I can't wait to see what happens. And July 9th, put it on your calendar. We need to get you to Atlanta, all of y'all. Round everybody up, okay? Come for a birthday party. I'll rent something out. Virginia, you need to get to Atlanta July 9th, okay? As well. All right. So thank you guys so much. Everybody is giving all their comments, and I just want to just take us out and just again, I just appreciate you, Carol, and it's truly been my honor, and I'm so proud to be able to call you my new friend. So thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. And Virginia,
so welcome.
Teresa, thank you. Virginia, I'm going to look you up.
Yes. All right, everybody. It has been amazing. Have a great night, a good evening, y'all. Thank you so much.
Yeah.